We're going to call the students assigned to sing the national anthem and the territorial song. So the students assigned, we're going to ask you to come at this time to do the national anthem and the territorial song.
Save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen, God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen. Oh, out of the huts of history's pains, our ancestors bled and died. But with strength and willpower we overcame to restore the Virgin Islands' pride. To preserve the beauty, we devise a plan to obtain ownership of your precious land. Educating your people is the golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. May God richly bless this territory. May we ask three things of thee. Courage for all great leaders, that they may rule our destiny. We ask for wisdom for our people, that they may live in harmony, and understanding for our children, that they may cherish this legacy. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied.
You may be seated. Mr. Kyle Colwood would now come and offer the invocation. Kyle.
Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing everyone here today. Thank you for the teachers, Mr. Smith, for making this event happen. And may it go arranged properly. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
We're going to call Dr. Brian Penn, who will now bring us welcome remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Principal Mr. Wade Tobin. Dr. Marcia Potter, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education and Culture, Mr. Sylvester Smith, Mrs. Tamara Archibald Gill, facilitators, colleagues, students. Pleasant task is mine to officially welcome you all to the 2013 edition of the Right Start program. I also welcome you to H. Labadie Stout Community College, Paraquita Bay campus. I do so with every expectation that this event will effectively help you, the enrollees, to prepare for success at the tertiary educational level and or the world of work. That is, of course, subject to you taking as much in as you can over the course of the next couple of days. The requisite plans have been made, especially the assembly of a team of competent facilitators. This team of facilitators will effectively orient you to a selection of highly relevant and necessary subjects and life skills. Those of you that master the concepts and skills taught and put them into practice will likely see tangible and welcome results sooner rather than later. You will also ultimately find that the lessons learned will help propel you to success ultimately. At this juncture, I wish to congratulate you, the students, for having done as well as you have, which has put you in a place to focus more on your post-secondary school life experiences. I also hope to see many of you at this campus in the coming years. I am confident that you would know that a tertiary level education has become extremely necessary at this very dynamic and competitive period in time. Regardless of your choice, however, I wish you success and Godspeed. For caring enough and going the extra mile to stage this invaluable program, I congratulate the following: Honorable Myron Waldron, Ministry of Education and Culture, and the entire team at the Ministry of Education and Culture, Elmo Stout High School team led by Principal Mr. Wade Tobing, and by extension the Department and Ministry of Education, the sponsors, the facilitators, and Ms. Tanya Smith of the college. I'd like to say thank you all, and again, welcome, and do have a great 2 days of your Right Start program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Penn, for your warm words of welcome. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Culture, Dr. Marcia Potter, Vice President of the H. Labadie Stout Community College, Dr. Brian Penn, Public Relations Manager, BVI Health Services Authority, Mrs. Tamara Archibald Gill, our honored seniors of the St. George's Seventh-day Adventist School, Brigado Flax Technical and Vocational Institute, and the students of the Elmo Stout High School, who would be graduating as versatile and devoted students, the class of 2013. Our chaperones, teachers or principals who are here, other stakeholders, a warm welcome is extended to you, and we are delighted that you are here today. Perhaps today's students, some might be wondering, what is today all about? For others, you might be thinking, what are the reasons for spending 2 days at the college, when in fact, I can be at home or just be anywhere but here? Allow me to share just a brief insight into the Right Start program. The purpose of the Right Start program is to give students the additional tools and knowledge that will benefit them as they matriculate to college or the world of work. It is hoped, students, that during the next 2 days, you will discover the skills that are truly needed to transition from high school to college or transition from high school to the world of work. The Right Start program began in 1994 and is now in its 19th year. The Right Start program was organized to cater to fifth form students. Up until recently, the program was open to Elmo Stout High School students only. However, an invitation has since been extended to students from all high schools in the territory. Let's put our hands together for that. The program is organized over 2 days providing a series of motivational sessions and breakout workshops. Now, if you look at your brochure, you will get some insight of what will be presented during the time that you're here. So topics such as leadership development, preparing for an interview, college preparation, etc. Now, the cost of the Right Start program is typically covered by the ESHS High School, and some costs will be being defrayed by having each student, like yourselves today, pay just a small fee of $20. Now, each year so far, the Right Start has been coordinated by the counselors at the Elmore South High School. And I would like to extend my appreciation on behalf of the ESHS administration, Department of Education, the ministry for the hard work of Mr. Sylvester Smith, Fifth Farm Council and his team. So let's put our hands together for them for that wonderful job. Here's a good basis for which you can start from as you participate over the next 2 days. Pastor Howard Simon, in his book, Motivating Excellence, which you will hear from him sometime tomorrow, Growing from Good to Great, he asks a very moving question on page 15. Who is responsible? Some say church, some say school, some say government, some say society, some say family. Who is responsible for the way I live? Who is responsible for what I keep or give? Who is responsible if I succeed or fail? Who is responsible if I am free or in jail? Who is responsible if I am rich or poor? Who is responsible if I have less or more? Who is responsible for me being lost or saved? Who is responsible for how I go to the grave? I am responsible for me. Students, this year's theme is preparation for life, the right to lead. As you prepare for life's journey and take your place as productive citizens of this global village, remember that comes with great responsibility. At this juncture, I'll invite Dr. Marcia Potter, the Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, to come and give her brief remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And please permit me to accept the protocol established and say good morning to everybody. Good. Students, before I even say anything, I just want to say that walking in here this morning and looking at most of you outside, you're dressed smartly. And that was very nice to see. And I hope, and I'm going to say it here as a former teacher at the then BVI High School, if there's anybody in here who isn't dressed smartly, then it's up to you and your friends to say to you, look, we need to get this act together. This morning, I'm honored to be here to represent the Minister responsible for Education and Culture. And it certainly, as I just said, takes me back to the days when I was a teacher at the then BVI High School and preparing for occasions like this with my students. Let me start out by apologizing for the absence of the Honorable Myron Walwyn, who is unavoidably absent as he's on official travel overseas. Honorable Walwyn sends his best wishes, and I can assure you that he would not have missed this opportunity to speak to you young people if he was here on island. I also, at this juncture, want to join with Principal Tobin and offer thanks on behalf of the Minister and on my own behalf to Mr. Sylvester Smith and his team at the Elmore South High School for organizing this event, and I would like you to give him another round of applause, and his team. The theme, Preparation for Life, the Right to Lead, is an apt one, and I applaud the team for going in this direction as it fits right in with what the Ministry of Education has been doing in so many of its initiatives as we work together to create a culture of excellence. Today's seminar is an important one for you students as you prepare to leave the confines of secure school walls to enter the world of work or to go on to higher education. Many of you are still unsettled as to exactly where you want to be. Should I work first and then study after? What do I really want to be? Am I ready to leave home and go overseas? For some, the answer seems easy to you as you have been thinking about it a long time, and for others, it isn't. And yet for others, just the thought of getting out on your own to make your own decisions make you eager to see graduation come and pass. Whatever your decisions, young people, I assure you that the things you're about to hear in this seminar are going to be important in making the next step. Whether you decide now or later to go into the world of work, preparation for that interview is going to be paramount. Do you have the winning resume? Are you prepared for the questions to be asked? Are you dressed to impress? Am I displaying proper etiquette? Remember always, the first impression is difficult to change. Are you prepared for the rigors of college? Do you have the right study habits? And I hasten to assure you that no matter how ready you think you are now for college, you're going to get a rude awakening when you get there, hence the reason to begin preparing now. Do you have the right to lead? Are you prepared to be a leader? And remember, being a leader is not about being in the top position. It is about the ability to make a change wherever you are in your small corner. I want to take this opportunity, since it is the only one I may have with you in this group, to encourage you to think long and hard about your decisions, to pay attention to what is imparted to you through this seminar over the next 2 days, as it is important to be emotionally, spiritually, socially, and educationally strong as you move to the next stage in your journey of life. As the ministry responsible for scholarships, far too often I hear the cries of persons not being able to complete studies, or needing to change majors, or being unable to take on the stresses of college life, of being away from home, and end up quitting or needing to take time off. Most, if not all of you, may have heard of the initiative launched by the Ministry of Education last year to help unemployed youth find jobs in these difficult times, the Youth Unemployment Register. What was astonishing for me is the lack of preparation of many of our young people to enter the world of work, unsure of what a resume should look like, unprepared for the interview, and in some cases, unwilling to take jobs which start you from the bottom. Therefore, I want to reiterate the importance of paying attention throughout this seminar. I also want to encourage all of you today that even with a first degree, there is nothing wrong with starting at the bottom and working your way up, as there is nothing better than getting to the top, knowing that you know all the ins and outs of the positions below you. I also want to suggest to you that as you prepare to enter this global market, where the competition is high and getting tougher, that you must be the best you can be. Be willing to work hard. Be willing to do an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. Shortcuts are not the answer. Work hard in college. Start your jobs to get the experience. A degree does not give you experience and working knowledge. That will only be gained over time. So on behalf of our minister, the Honorable Myron Walwin, I wish you all a successful seminar. Participate as much as you can and gain the knowledge, skills, and insights of what you need to get your foot in the door. However, remember, it is up to you to put what you have learned into practice. The ball will be in your court after this. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Potter, on behalf of the minister. Sound advice, I hope you listened attentively And just some things here I noted as Dr. Potter spoke. Pay attention. Remember, your first impression is difficult to change. Think logically about what you're going to do and your decisions that you're going to make. Start at the bottom. Nothing is wrong with starting at the bottom and working your way up to the top. Okay, and an honest day is what? Pay for. Okay, so basically what we're saying, you know, if you work hard and you get a pay, make sure that both go hand in hand. Tamara Archibald Gill, Tammy, is a television and radio personality who is the creator and executive producer of Tammy Live. Living in the Virgin Islands for the past 16 years, Tammy is a positive, motivated, energetic lady who has a zest for life and loves to exercise. Currently employed with the BVI Health Services Authority as Public Relations Manager, producing the Pulse magazine. Tammy has a passion for the development of young people and hosts Teen Talk every Saturday morning on ZBVI Radio. As a former track and field scholarship recipient, Tammy holds a communication and marketing degree with a concentration in public relations from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and she is pursuing her master's degree in communication from Johns Hopkins University. As a former teacher of the then BVI High School, Tammy loves to reach out to young people and has been a motivational speaker for the past 5 years. She's married to Mr. David A. Gill and has 2 amazing children, Danielle and Dylan. At this time, we're going to put our hands together and invite our motivational presentation, Mrs. Tamara Archibald Gill, the leader in you.
I want to start today by getting you involved with me. Is that okay? Yes, yes? I need 5 volunteers. Okay, my name is Tammy, and I have 2 adjectives that is going to describe me, right? I'm tenacious, I'm tough. I'm tenacious and I'm tough. Yes, yes? What's your name? What's your name?
Janelle.
Janelle. Janelle, what are 2 adjectives using your first names, the letter for your first name? 2 letters that describe you. See, Janelle laughing so much at me, she's not focusing on herself. Yes? Adjective? What describes you? What words describe you? With a J. Yours should have with a J. Your name starts with a J? J.
Jokey and joyous.
Jokey and joyous. Okay. Jokey and joyous. Hajira?
I'm hungry.
You gotta give me 2. You gotta give me 2.
Right now, I'm hungry and I'm humble.
Hungry and humble. Your name is?
Anisha.
Anisha? Okay, 2 adjectives, Anisha.
Awesome and adorable.
Awesome and adorable. Okay, your name is?
Rami,
Rami?
radical, and I gotta think on the next.
Radical and what?
I gotta think on the next one.
Radical and? Real? Radical and real.
Real.
Radical and real. Your name is?
Koi.
Koi. Koi, give me 2.
Can't get to.
You can't give me 2? This fine young man here, you can't give me 2? You can't give me 2? Come on, Koi. That's okay? Okay. Come on.
Knowledgeable and I don't, let me see.
Knowledgeable and?
Kind.
Knowledgeable and kind. Yeah. Give them a round of applause for me, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, it takes a lot for persons to get up and to do something that they don't know what they're going to do. And that's one of the things we need to have as a leader. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? I want to talk to you a little bit about the leader in you today. Yes, yes? When we think about a leader, we think about what they look like. Honorable H. Lavely Stout, he was an amazing leader. Yes, yes? President Barack Obama, he's an amazing leader. Yes, yes? All right. But I think sometimes we get so caught up with what it's supposed to look like that we don't get a full understanding of what's supposed to be happening in here. Yes, yes? Today I'm going to speak to you about 3 traits, 3 stories, 3 quotes to help you truly embrace this experience. When I was a teacher at the high school, the then BVI High School, I would say to students, this is the best time of your life. Touch the person next to you and say, this is the best time of your life. You believe me? You believe me? This is the best time of your life. How many of you got to pay rent? How many of you got to pay mortgage? I know you ain't paying. The truth is, you don't have the real stress of life yet. You're able to grow and be who you want to be and live your life. This is a great time. But today, I want you to say that I'm going to make this day the first day for me to move forward in my life. Yes, yes? First thing I'm going to speak to you about today is passion. I believe a leader should be should be passionate, should be authentic, should be consistent. Passionate, authentic, consistent. Yes, yes? I tell you a story. When I was your age, maybe 3 years younger than you, do you have to pick subjects here? Whether you're going to do the business, whether you're going to do technical, whether you're going to do, yes, yes? Okay, so when I was 13, my mother says to me, you don't need to go down there and pick those subjects. I'm going to pick your subjects for you. Yes, yes, yes. And she says to me, you're going to do chemistry, biology, and physics. Sounds good, right? Yes, yes. That sounds good. Now, let me tell you why it sounded good to me. It sounded good to me because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And my mother was a nurse, and she wanted to be a doctor, and she figured, let my daughter be a doctor. That sounds good, right? Yes, yes. So I said, woo, yeah, this sounds good. Get in the class, boy. Physics class. Woo! Yeah? Now you know when you're in a class, you know you're not doing so well, and the report card is coming out, but you try to have some kind of faith that it's going to be all right. Yes? Even though you know it's not going to be so good, right? And I'm fighting and I'm struggling, I'm fighting and I'm struggling, and the report comes out. How much you think I got on physics? C+, girl, if I had gotten that, would I be telling the story? You know what I'm saying? 34%. 34. And honey, that ain't no A, that ain't no B, that ain't no C. That's definitely not a D. That's a straight F, okay? So my mother comes home and she says, what's going on? You have a brain in your head like everybody else. Ain't nothing different with you. You can do this. So we go back again, the next term. Yes, yes? How much you think I got in the next term? I improved 39%. Yes, yes. Right? But let me tell you, let me get real with you. My mother was not laughing like you're laughing right now. No, 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 no. Licks, you see, let me do a little sidebar here. What you guys call licks today is a joke. When I was growing up, whoa, it was a name you can't even call it. It was so much. But she said to me, you can't stay here, because I was living in St. Kitts at the time. And she said, this is not working out. So I went to live with my father in Antigua. Yes, yes. And when I got to Antigua now, I'm broken, right? I'm thinking, I can't do anything right. I'm just not good at this. I'm not good at this school thing. I should just go out and do nothing. Yes, yes? And he said to me, what are you good at? I said, I don't know. I don't think I'm very good at the sciences. But I didn't know what I was good at. And the school that I went to, Christ the King High School, is either business or science. Which one do you think I picked? Well, you know what I'm saying. But what happened to me? Woo! You got business subjects in here? Woo! Okay. So you feeling me, right? And I started to do business subjects, debating society, all of these things, and I realized, hey, I think I really like this. The grades were better. My attitude was better. I was confident. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? When I was called to come here and talk to you today, I said, woo, yes, yes. Because this is what I love to do. You've got to find something that you're passionate about. Yes, yes? We have adults that do things just because it sounds good. It sounds good to be a doctor. I'm doctor. Yes, yes. Sounds fantastic. But if that's not what you're meant to be, that's not what you're meant to be, people. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? You have to do what you love to do. And do you think I love talking? You know that's right. Okay? So I'm encouraging you today to do something you love to do. When we speak about passion, what are we talking about? Passion attracts us to the leader in the first place. You know whether somebody is passionate about something or whether they're not really into it. You know that. You can see it. Yes, yes? Passion is a dramatic presentation declaring that the mission is important. This is important to me. Me being here is important to me. Can you see that? Passion is something you can see, you can feel. And when you do something you love every day, it's easy to be passionate. Passion is the ability for the leader to convey the total ownership of this message. The message that I'm giving you today, that you're leaving with today, I take ownership for that. Yes, yes? When you leave here today, I want you to understand what I'm saying. Yes, yes? Because if you don't feel good about what you're doing, you think you're going to be good at it? No. There are some miserable adults today. Yes, yes. You've met them, right? And it's because, no, seriously, there's always a reason why people are the way they are. And so, amen. Hey, bring the church down. Look at you. And it's because sometimes they don't like what they're doing. And if you love what you're doing every day, people, that passion is going to shine through. Yes, yes? Let me leave a quote with you. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "Enthusiasm is one of the most powerful engines of success. When you do a thing, do it with all your might. Put your whole soul into it. Stamp it with your own personality. Be active, be energetic, be faithful, and you will accomplish your objective. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm." You believe that? Nothing you're going to do in your life you're going to really feel good about if you're not excited about it, if you're not wired up about it. You're not, because you don't love to do it. And watching other people get passionate about, oh my goodness, doesn't it make you feel good? What do you like to do that makes you feel passionate, that gives you that passion? You right here, my sister. What do you love to do? Sing! See, I sing really good in my shower. I'm telling you, it's awesome. And then the water comes off and the sound just goes. I don't understand that. But if that's what you love to do, do it. Because you know there's always going to be somebody telling you, you don't need to sing, right? You know there's going to be somebody tell you that, right? You know why that is? They probably can't sing. Or they can't see themselves singing. Yes, yes? Yes, yes. So we're going to be passionate. Yes, yes? What are you passionate about, honey? Right here. Mm-hmm. Architecture. Yes? Drawing, creating. You love that. So do that. Yes, yes? Are you on the right path to do that? Yes, yes? Very good. Leaders have to be passionate. You can't lead somebody to go somewhere if you're not passionate about where you're going. Who's following you? Nobody's following you. But are you passionate within yourself? Because I'm so passionate about certain things, I don't need nobody to follow me. Woo! I wake up like that. I'm excited all the time. I don't need somebody to be passionate for me. Yes, yes? So you've got to find something that you love so that you can be passionate every day about it. You with me? Yes, yes? You're feeling passion right there. Look at you. Okay, so passion is one. Yes, yes? The next one is what? Were you listening? Authentic. Gosh, that's wonderful. Authentic. A leader must be. authentic. Must be authentic. I want you to picture in your mind your favorite food. Curry? 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 Okay, for you it's curry. All right. So we're thinking about our favorite food. You got that in your mind? Yes? For me, it's fettuccine alfredo with shrimp. Yes? And with all that cream on it. All those calories, you know it's, but who cares, right? Tastes so good. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has in their mind their favorite food, right? Yes, yes? Okay. Now just imagine that favorite food. What did you say, curry? Curry chicken? Yeah. Now just imagine if I gave you that curry chicken on the cover of a garbage lid. Yeah? Think about that. And then I put some maggots on the side. Janelle says, nah, boy. And then some flies on the other side. You still want it? You still want it? No, you don't want it, right? So here's my point. That's what happens when people are authentic. You call them fake, right? You can't be a leader and not be authentic, people. Oh, no. You can't say one thing and do another thing. Because the people you're trying to lead are going to figure you out. Yes, yes? They're going to figure you out. And I don't know about you, but when I was younger, that really used to tick me off. You know? People coming and saying, yeah, I'm this. I'm doing this. I'm going here. I'm going there. No. Like some people on Facebook. Yes? Right? When you're not authentic, people don't believe what you're saying. And after a while, you're going to be marching to the beat of your own drum. In everything you do, you should be authentic. Everything you do. When you're taking a test, do it by yourself. Don't look over to see what the next person is doing. I'm talking about everything you do. What you speak out of your mouth, do it. Your word is your bond. Be authentic, people. Because you could have all the fly clothes, the fly car, the fly homes, the jets all over the place, but if in here isn't real, who's listening to you? And when you stay still in the middle of the night, you're not going to believe yourself. Yes, yes? So we believe that we need to be authentic? Now, authentic, people want a sense of personal relationship with the leader. People want that. If you're going to be a leader, people want to know that they have a personal relationship with you. They want to know that their leader is who they say they are. And we want to believe that you have some kind of empathy for people's situation. If you're a leader, you can't just be out there by yourself. You have to care about this place around you. Not so? You're not just going to be a leader for you. You're a leader for your parents, your family, your community, the British Virgin Islands. Yes, yes? So we have to be authentic. When we step out, we should be authentic. You with me? Okay. And the last one is consistent. Consistent. When I was in high school, I loved to debate. But when I first started, I wasn't very confident because I had just come from flunking physics, so I didn't really think I could do anything. And there were people in my life that said, you're not going to be anything, don't worry about it. And after a while, you start to take those people on. Yeah? When they keep saying it to you. And we had a debating competition. I had all my papers in a row. I was ready in my mind. And when I got up, I couldn't say anything. All of the words just went psh. And the guy who was, the teacher who was taking us, he was so disappointed. And he said to me, you shouldn't speak again. This is just not for you. Don't do it. Yeah. And that hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings because I figured, wow, just think about it now mentally, right? I'm not very good at the sciences. I need to be good at something. Because we all want to be good at something, right? So what did I start doing? I started talking all the time. Talking to myself. Talking all the time. Because if you don't practice what you're doing, even though you love to do it, if you don't practice what you're supposed to be doing, you're not going to be good at it. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? So I started to talk all the time. Interview myself, interview people, talk all the time because that's what I wanted to do. I started to read more books. Yes, people, reading is a good thing. Reading is a good thing. Yes, yes? I started to read, I started to talk, I started to move, and eventually, I can come here and talk to people like you. Yes, yes? A year ago, the same gentleman saw Tammy live on the internet. And he says to me, I saw a girl on television, she looks a little something like you. I said, it's me. Yes, yes? Thanks for watching. Ouch. Right? And I came by to tell you today that if you love doing something, you need to be consistent with it, people. Yes, yes? Some of us are a little lazy. Isn't that true? Yes? 50 Cent once said that, sleep is for broke people. He's got to be moving all the time. Beyonce was doing a tour one time, and she was so into it, she hadn't eaten. You got to be so into what you're doing, people. You don't want to sleep, you don't want to eat, you don't want to mess with people because you're so focused on where you need to be. When you're in this program today and the lecturers are coming to you, talking to you about interviews and techniques to make you better, you can't have time with the person next to you talking about gossip. Who has time for that? I need to focus on where I need to be. Not so? Yes, yes? So when somebody comes to try to distract you from focusing on what you need to do, you need to say what? Not right now, people. Anybody got time for that? You know what I'm saying? You guys watch that too? Yes, yes? Yes, yes? So I just stopped by today to give you 3 elements that I think is important. Now, people, consistency is essential. People want leaders to follow a clear path. Yes, yes? To follow a clear path, to know where you're going. And if you know where you're going and you know what you need to do, you don't have time for foolishness. You don't have time for gossip. You don't have time for cell phones. You don't have time to waste because you're so focused on where you need to be. Yes, yes? And sometimes we get caught up with just who's around us. Dr. Potter spoke today about the global market. How many people understand what that is? That we're not just competing with me and you, we're competing with the world, people. And we want to be the best of the best. So I ask you today, are you ready to be consistent? Are you ready to work hard all the time? Not just when you feel like it or when your mother says to go and work, but all the time? Are you ready? Because the people that you look at on television, they already have a job. They're entertaining you. Yes, yes? When my son says to me, I want to watch television, I say, the people on television already have a job. You don't have one. Focus on where you're going. Yes, yes? So when we talk about consistency, we're talking about all the time. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, this is by Colin Powell, you develop the habit in little things, little matters. Excellence is not an exception, it's a prevailing attitude. You have to be it all the time. You see me? People say I'm crazy happy. That's me all the time. All the time. Yeah? And don't get me wrong, there are days when I'm sad. Oh, yeah. Because I think some people don't get that. They just think I'm grinning all the day. No. Right? There's some days when I'm sad, but I pump myself up every day because that's who I am. I can't be you. You can't be me. Maybe this is not you. I get that. But I'm going to be me. Yes, yes? And you should be you. Yes, yes? Okay, so with consistency, authenticity, and with authenticity, I took a quote from Shakespeare. To thine own self be true. Yes? Because if you're being fake to yourself, what difference does it make? Where are you going? So a leader must be passionate. A leader must be yes, consistent. Because my people, I'm telling you, I didn't come here today just by so. I didn't come here today just like so. There was a lady when I was 15, she told me, "You're never gonna be anything." And I had to make up in my mind that I was going to be something. You know there are people in your ear right now telling you you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything? Yes, yes? Yes, yes? You gotta let them go. People, you got friends right now telling you you're not gonna be anywhere, but you're still hanging with them. Why? Why? It's so easy. It's like Facebook, unfriend, click. It's so easy. Yes, yes? There are people in your life that you just need to let go of so you can focus on where you need to be. So all of the lectures that are coming today, you can be focused on. And you can move to where you need to be. You with me? Who's with me? So now I want to ask you the question. I need to ask you the question. Because this is where you need to start thinking about what you want to do. Not what Tammy wants for you, but what you want for you. And I'm going to ask you, how many of you right now are willing to sacrifice who you are now to be who you can become? How many of you are willing to sacrifice who you are right now to be who you can become? How many of you are willing to let go of those Wii games? How many of you are willing to let go of Facebook? Huh? How many of you are willing to let go of those toxic friends? How many of you? How many of you are willing to study all night long to get where you need to get? To do what you need to do? Huh? Who's this? You can try? Well, get this. There are people in the world who are doing more than trying. They're doing it. And you got to ask yourself, am I going to keep trying? Yes, you're going to keep trying. But you need to start doing it. Yeah? Because don't get me wrong, some people can get stuck. I am going to college. I am going to university. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer. But if you're stuck in that discussion, you're not going anywhere. What are you doing to make sure you get there? So I ask you today, how many of you are willing to give up who you are to be who you can become? To stop being a slacker, to be more focused, to be more honest, to be more passionate. How many of you? Do I have leaders in here? Do I have leaders in here? If I have leaders in here, stand up. If you're going to be a leader today, make today your day one. Stand up. If you're going to be a leader today, make today your day. Stand up. If you're going to let go of that cell phone, stand up. If you're going to let go of that boyfriend or that girlfriend that's wasting your time, stand up. If you're going to let go of that cell phone that you know you don't need, stand up. If you're going to get rid of hanging out, let's hang out. If you're willing to stand up right now and make today day one for you to be something awesome, who's ready to be awesome? Are you ready to be awesome? Are you ready to be awesome? Are you ready to be awesome? Now, say right now. Right now. Right now. I'm awesome right now. I'm awesome right now. I'm awesome right now. Touch someone and say, do you see how awesome I am? I'm awesome stuff. You know why I need you to do this? Not for you. Because guess what? You can sit down. You've got leaders who are good leaders. But you have bad leaders that lead their countries into destruction. You're going to be leaders that lead this place into something amazing. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? With me? If you're with me, say, ouch! Thank you so very much for taking the time to be with me today. I truly appreciate you. And guess what? For the person that can come down here right now and tell me what they got out of today. Come, come. Who wants to do that right now? Tell me what they got out of today. What did today mean to you? What did you learn about today? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I'll make sure you're okay. What's your name?
Gabrielle Cricky.
Gabrielle Cricky, that's a beautiful name. What did you get out today? What did today mean to you?
I got that a leader is passionate, authentic, and consistent. Pac. It's like Pac-Man.
Be packed like Pac-Man, right? Give her a round of applause. That's $20 for you. Yeah, now you're saying I should have gotten up, right? Uh-huh. Yes, yes. Thank you, Gabrielle. Yes, see what you miss out on when you don't want to be a leader, people? Huh? I want you to make today day one. I want you to make today day one. Forget about the past. Forget about the mistakes. Forget about the things you should have, could have done different. Make today day one. Tell yourself you're going to be awesome. I want you to get up every day thinking you're going to be awesome, knowing you're going to go somewhere, knowing you're going to be somebody. I want you to have that positive energy in your mind every day, all day, to make sure that you're going to be the true leader that this nation needs you to be. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Thank you so much.